dude, not over 150.
Where we at?
135.
135. Okay.
All
right.
It looks strong.
0.8. 135.8.
Yeah.
Put on the leaderboard.
Wait, do you wanna
Check
redo it? You feel good about that?
No, man, I just got over the flu, so that's probably what I got.
Excuses.
Yeah.
Excuses.
I'll have to get you back on, dude.
Yeah. No, that's probably it. I think the last time I got it was like 149 or something.
Hey,
it was close to 150.
Yeah, dude, he's an ox. He doesn't look like a skinny ass boy, but
Yeah.
somehow he
Dude,
got 156.
I just like to eat. I just look big, man. I like food.
Bro, we just got back from Joe's barbecue.
Oh, I used to work there.
No shit.
Yeah, dude. I was the carver in the back cutting
You're
up all the
kidding.
meat. Yeah.
Dude, I couldn't do that because I just eat half of it.
Oh, I would eat brisket every night, man. You get free meals there.
Hey.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We just got back from eating 3 pounds of brisket.
Oh,
completely
dude.
unashamed.
Yeah. No, you walk out of there thinking people are judging you, and they are. Like,
They are. And I'm okay with it.
And then they literally leave the gelato ice cream stand right next.
dude, it's so good. Yeah, that's a great place.
Well, that's crazy. That's actually a pretty good segue into your story. At one point, you were not owning a business. You were working for a brisket place.
Yeah.
What's the story, man?
So we're originally from Idaho.
Okay.
I was born and raised in Boise,
Cool.
which is southwest Idaho. Wife and I met over there. She was 18, I was 20, and she was born in Hawaii, lived in Georgia her whole life. So the whole snow aspect of Idaho was like, she's like, no, this sucks.
Not
Like,
it.
I need somewhere warm. So we had one kid at the time, Chandler. She was 18 months, and we moved down to Gilbert.
Okay.
So that was January 2020.
Okay.
So, I had a landscape background. Like I had owned landscape companies, worked for landscape companies on and off. I always had an expiration date. Like at 18 months, I either got sick of their shit and they fired me, or I got sick of theirs and I left. But like it was 18 months either way. Like it was like somebody's divorcing this. So
It's better than 2 months.
yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. So that happened like day after Christmas. I got fired, and within 3 weeks we moved here. Like not without a plan. Like we were just like, Gabby, my wife, got a job at Chase, and then I was like, well, I don't have a job. I think we had like 10 grand. I was like, we'll be fine for a little bit. So got a job at Caretaker, which is a big landscape company here, as an account manager for their maintenance division, and then started a pest control company within the same month, knowing that like pest control is super lucrative, and I just wanted to have something on the side. So that was February of 2020 when I started that, and then started doing the pest control, and it was great. Like we were just kind of plugging along. And then we had our second kid, Maverick, and he was born May of 21. So at that time, Gabby had maternity leave with Chase. They gave 4 months paid.
Shoo.
I was like, dang, this is great.
You don't get that in a small business.
No, not at all. So she took the 4 months and then quit when she was done with that.
Yeah.
So,
That's the move. That's the move.
yeah. I'd like, as a small business owner, I'm like, oh, that sucks. But it's Chase. Like, Chase doesn't
Exactly.
care.
Yeah. Treat their customers like a number 2. So
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
that someone should get one over on Chase. Let's be real.
Right. So, that kind of launched us into really her staying home. Was like, okay, I really want to start building this pest control company, but I have my full-time job as the main thing. So I started really diving in on the weekends and in the afternoons, just like, okay, how can I build this pest control company up? And then something weird happened, like 18 months passed and I didn't get fired or quit at Caretaker. I got promotions after
the first
promotions. Yeah. Like, so every 6 months I was getting like another $5,000 or $10,000. And I was like, what is going on? Like, this is weird.
Doing something right.
Yeah, I guess. So I just knew what butts to kiss, So I, towards the end of my career there, like I was there 4.5 years.
Damn.
I was like, what is going on? Like,
Broke
do
the
they
record.
know who I am? Like I need to be gone. And so I was making a really good 6-figure income from Caretaker, but I just hated it. Like I'd come home just like in tears, like nothing crazy. It's not like they were abusing me or anything, but it was just not what I wanted to do. So September of 24, on my wife's birthday, I quit. It was my last day. I gave him a 30-day notice. I got back from like a cruise from Alaska, and my boss was British, and I just didn't get along with him. So nothing against British accents, but he had a British accent. He came into my office one day, and I was like, today's the day. Like, yeah, I'm not doing
like your
this.
tea is cooked,
dude. Like I'm not doing this anymore.
Bit of a brisket in that lunchbox.
That's right. So, well, and then back up to Joe's. Like at one point in time, I worked at Joe's for like 6 months because it was right next to Caretaker. Caretaker is like 2 blocks down the road.
Oh, really? Still?
So,
Oh, okay.
So you know where they're building all that new stuff?
Yeah.
Just on the other side of that's Caretaker's main headquarters. So
Good spot.
I'd work at Caretaker from 7 to 4, Joe's from 4 to 10, and then I'd go do office work for pest control, and then I'd do the pest control on the weekends. So I did that for like 6 months, but I quit Joe's, and then I got to the point where I could quit Caretaker, and that was September 24. So full-time pest control by September 24.
Let's go.
And then we hired our first guy 3 months later, so January 25, hired our first guy.
Very
and
cool.
then
Operations or?
yeah, like
Okay.
he was spraying.
Yep.
And then now we have 3 technicians and an office gal that just started last week.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So when you made that transition, did you go straight into commercial? Was that always the
No.
move? Is
No.
Residential first.
We've kind of looked at it with wide open arms.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what jobs need done, and we'll go service them.
Yeah.
You know, because so many people I think niche down really soon or really quick, and that's great, and that could work for some people. For us, we just wanted to be the guys that did everything, wherever, whenever, whoever, like
Yep.
whatever we could do. Now we have our ideal client. Like
Sure.
it's definitely a commercial client that wants stuff done the right way.
Right.
But we still, whether it's Surprise, Santan Valley, Buckeye, or Fountain Hills,
Man.
and whether it's residential, commercial, pest control, or birds, like we'll take care of it. So, but yeah, it's
crazy.
kind of it's
Because you're based out of Peoria?
I'm in Santan Valley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so kind of northern Santan Valley.
Hey, represent, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a good thing we're on this side. We had a guy come from Peoria the other day, and we've had a handful kind of from all around, but that's a wide service
Oh yeah.
range.
Yeah,
So
I feel like I need a helicopter sometimes. Like you just pedal around. But
so you'll drive an hour and a half for a client.
if it's the right service,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
I'm
makes
not
sense.
driving an hour and a half to come spray your house for
Right.
bugs. But if
Yeah.
you got a pigeon issue and it's a $1,600 issue,
Sure. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of those out there.
Yeah.
man. Dude, pigeons? That's the one, man.
Well, they're nice too because you're never taking care of the issue. You're just moving them to the neighbor's house.
Exactly, dude. You can't, like, you would have to service the entire neighborhood
Yeah.
to actually solve that problem.
Yeah, and we will eventually.
Yeah,
just
probably,
keep handing
right?
cards
Yeah.
out.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. That is a crazy one, too, though. It's like, those are some sky rats. They're literally sky rats.
I saw somebody post on a Facebook group. Somebody had dumped off a bag of like teenage pigeons, like a bag of them in a trash can, which is like, it's horrible.
Yeah.
But like they took him to a vet's office and was like, save these. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, just like hit them on the ground. You'll be fine.
Humane,
you know?
in a very humane way,
Yeah.
you know?
You know, they would hate to see what we do with pigeons, but I just, you know, they are a sky rat. Like you don't want them to be
You
around.
really don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't say, if you see pigeons, don't save them.
Please don't say
They deserve what
for
they
the
have
sake
coming.
of all of us.
Yeah.
So, have you ever done the falconry stuff?
No,
Dude.
do you know what it takes to get like all of that?
No.
It's a lot. So you have to
really?
have a sponsor. So like Braden with Desert King Falconry's here.
Okay.
He has the Instagram page Desert King Falconry.
Okay.
And he does a lot of stuff. Like, and I don't know the guy. I don't want to act like I know the guy, but I follow him online. And
Sure.
he's a local pest guy too, right? So, there's just a lot that you have to do. Like, you have to have the habitat approved by the state. You have to have a sponsor that's willing to like take you under their wing for a year. I think it is. You have to have all the licensing. But it looks
crazy.
cool as crap. Dude.
I mean,
Like, it looks awesome.
have a falcon on your truck and have a falcon inside the truck.
Yeah,
That's pretty dope.
There's a lot of opportunity there. For
Probably, yeah, but like, do you think it's effective? Like, you think it's ever something you would do, or?
I don't think it's anything I do just because I don't have an interest in it.
Sure,
Like
yeah.
I don't want to be crappy at it.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely some effectiveness with it. You know,
Yeah.
when pigeons see a bird of prey around, like they scatter. You know,
Makes
and
sense.
you know, I think you probably just have to do something continually keep that bird of prey around,
Yeah, exactly. And for the entire neighborhood as well, which
yeah.
will never happen.
Right,
So.
right, exactly. But I mean, we have chickens in my backyard, and there's an owl that lives above. Whenever that owl's like leaving that tree or coming back, my chickens freak out. So I mean,
bet.
they run for cover. I'm sure the pigeons do the same.
Yeah. No, that makes a ton of sense. I grew up out in the country, a little ways out in Oregon, and there's tons and tons of screech owls and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
and they're out there and they're not afraid of anything.
No, we're at in Oregon.
Portland
Okay,
area.
gotcha, dude.
We both grew up in Portland, Washington kind of area.
Okay.
He refuses to say that he's from Portland, but he is.
I'm from Washington.
Yeah, I'm born in Vancouver or something. Yeah. No, that's great, man. My whole family. So I say I was born and raised in Boise, but I was born in Baker City, Oregon. Nobody knows Baker City.
That's crazy.
My whole family's from like Eastern Oregon. So
Did you play basketball?
no.
That's where they have all the tournaments.
Oh, really?
Baker City, I think so.
LeGrand, Baker City, Pendleton.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of 2-second towns out there, man.
Yeah. I don't think I've heard of anything else happening in Baker City, but
No, drugs or old people.
Yep.
Or old people on drugs.
Both of the things.
Yeah.
Yep. That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you get closer to Medford, that's kind of what you get.
Yeah, dude, that's so funny. My grandpa still lives in Baker City, so I'm there about once a year.
Oh, yeah.
And it's an interesting town.
Yeah. It's probably nice out there, though, and kind of the eastern part out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
See, we've been in the city too long. Our ultimate dream is to get a little piece of dirt out in the middle of nowhere and just disappear.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
But I think everyone deep down inside, I was talking to my cousin about this last night. It's like, who doesn't want a little bit of that?
Oh, yeah. Everybody does.
A little chunk of dirt, maybe some water if you're lucky in Arizona.
I know. When we first moved here, I was like, where are like all the rivers and creeks and stuff? And they're like, yeah, it just doesn't happen here. Kind of need rain.
Non-existent.
Yeah.
Google Maps said nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, speaking of Google Maps, so starting out, so I've been very, very fortunate to have helped hundreds of small business owners basically get on the map, learn a thing or two about marketing.
Sure.
And either let us do it for them or us teach them about it for them to do it all on their own.
Yeah.
Usually a big piece of that starts with Google Maps.
Sure.
We have one of our biggest clients that just joined on. It's very, very good at a lot of things. One of the things they're not good at is Google Maps.
Yeah.
Like, you would think it's the simplest thing to start with.
Yeah.
And so, tell me about like when you started, and also like talk about Google Maps. I'm a nerd. I love this stuff.
Yeah.
You seem like a decently tech savvy guy too. So
you're gonna be disappointed. I'm a really bad millennial. It's really bad. Yeah. Matter of fact, I swapped. I got new phones for some of my guys.
Yeah.
And somebody that I am a part of an association with, on a board with, they had to create an invite for like. I was supposed to create like a calendar invite to send out to everybody. I couldn't figure it out.
On Google?
On like Google? Yeah, like I know how to do it, but something happened with my phone where it was populating as my wife's name. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And then they were like, I'll just send the invite. You're so bad. I'm like, thanks. Appreciate it.
He can do it. He knows how to send those.
Yeah.
I'll do it for you.
Thanks, man. So when I first started, you're going to be disappointed with the whole tech thing, man. I just got my Google My Business page within the last 8 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Because I just hadn't paid attention to it.
Yeah.
I started as a side gig, so I didn't have to hit the ground running.
Yeah.
I could hit the ground and let stuff come to me as needed.
Slowly. Yeah.
And then, I messed around with some meta ads within the first couple weeks of starting the business. Mm-hmm. And for whatever reason, it was right before COVID hit. Mm-hmm. And I felt like I just hit I hit something just right, where I got like 40 clients within a month on like $1,000 ad spend.
Damn.
And I didn't know anything about anything and was like, cool, this 40 is good. And I just kind of serviced those guys. So when I first started, I didn't have a website. I didn't have a website until I changed the name of my company back in May of last year. And then up until probably a month ago, I'm not even lying.
Yeah.
All it was a contact form when you went to it. And it might still be that same way. I just hadn't paid attention to it. Yeah, business has always just been hand-to-hand combat for me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
as it should be, man.
Yeah.
See, I think the best MVP, social proof. I mean, everybody knows a pest control company works and everyone needs it. But like, if you're able to do that and not have any tech at all and just word of mouth, be able to create a business from scratch that supports your whole family, like it's incredible. Yeah. And then the tech stuff can supercharge it.
Well, and then it's just, it just boosts what's already going on. So we created a website. So we went through a name change back in May of last year. So that's when I started paying attention to it. So we got the Google My Business up, working on getting reviews. But quite honestly, like, we've just been kind of balls to the wall for so long that like we're so busy that anything that is extra is probably going to happen this year because we have the office staff to be able to actually make it so I can pay attention to it now. And then we've been bootstrapped. Like I don't have cash investment. So we've always just not done anything we didn't need to do. Yeah. And like, just let it wither away on the vine if we didn't know how to do it or couldn't pay somebody to do it. So.
Yeah. As you should, dude. That's the way to do it, honestly. I think that there's a lot of people that, like, we talk to friends all the time. We're like, I really want to start a, mobile detailing company or whatever the cool idea is of the week. And it's like, the first thing I need to do, I need to go finance a $40,000 van. I need to go finance all this equipment. It's like, well, give me a couple $100 in a weekend and I'll get that shit figured out for you.
Right. I've always been like aim and like don't even aim that much. Just fire as soon as you can.
That's actually pretty good, bro.
Like, just that's true. If you can fire as soon as you can, and then once you get a couple shots in you, then you'll know where to aim.
Yeah. Oh, but what if you miss? What if you miss? Cool story, bro.
Yeah.
If you hit, no one's gonna care how many times you missed.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is like if you can just take a big bite and figure out how to chew it along the way, you'll be fine. And so many people, I had a conversation with a good buddy of mine this morning. He was like, I just don't know where to go with this one thing. And I was like, just start. Like stop worrying about it. Nobody cares.
100%.
Like what are you out? Your hour of time?
Yeah.
What were you going to do? Play Minecraft? Like, just like figure it out,
Dude, straight up. I've said this for about a year now. If I ever were to write a book, I would call it Start Again More.
Yeah, I like it.
Because it's all you got to do.
Yeah.
If you start again, you do that more.
Yeah.
You will eventually find what's not working.
You'll figure it out.
You'll find every path that doesn't work until you find the one that does.
Yeah. 100%. I like Hermosi. I'm sure you guys, everybody knows Hermosi. But big fans. One of the things that I like that he says, he's like, if you zoom out on a map far enough, like the whole earth doesn't exist. And like, it doesn't matter. Like, just do whatever you want. It's like we were talking about podcasts earlier. Like, I had an idea that I wanted to start a podcast, and I recorded a video with my phone and threw it on Apple Podcasts. I'm like, sweet, I got a podcast. It's not this.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
And totally fine.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, nobody cares. And like, so many people get caught up in the details that it's like analysis paralysis, and you're just like, I didn't do shit about it.
Yep.
But I really want to. And then like you got this struggle that you're like, I should be here, but I'm just stuck here. And when somebody's already figured out 7 ways how not to do it, and they're on their 8th one, that's going to be the one that's the way to do it.
So true. Which also comes down to like, you've got operators now in place. And when you hire that first operator, I mean, first, when I made my first hire, it was like, can you breathe?
Yeah, it's about what it is.
And now, when I made my last hire, it was like, okay, let's talk about how much you've failed.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the most complex problems you've solved. Let's talk about your intelligence.
Yeah,
what do you love to do? Like, if you're going to love the cool shit that we're building, then you're the perfect person for the team.
Right.
Because, like, at the end of the day, they're going to be doing it all day long.
Right.
And to some degree, like, you might not love pulling the trigger and spraying some houses every single day.
Yeah.
But like, to some degree, you have to be a little bit excited about it to go to work.
Yeah.
And you'll find the perfect person, or excited about the sales upsell, or like excited about the compensation, or excited that maybe they have a stable job now, or whatever it is. So when you were hiring your first person, what's the difference between that and now hiring your last person?
Honestly, not a lot, because it's been within a year.
Okay.
So we've hired 4 people. I've not fired or let anybody go. So we haven't made any horrible hires within that.
Good problem.
year. The first one was somebody I did not know but came recommended from a family friend, and was like, he's been a good hire. He's been my first hire. He's loyal. He had an incident where he fell off a roof, so he didn't work for me for 4 months. He was on a workman's comp.
Whoa.
That was not fun.
Yeah.
And he came back in December. So, but I mean, other than that, like that's been a really good hire, you know, and we knew nothing about him. The second hire was when he fell off the roof. I hired a guy that owned a pigeon control company and went out of business. And so I said, dude, what are you doing right now? He's like, I'm cleaning pools. I'm like, you don't want to do that, do you? And he was like, no, but like my business went under. I was like, come work for me doing pigeons. So
That's a pretty cool find.
So he has all the experience. He knows how to run a pigeon control company. He just does it for me now.
And he has a fourth of the headache he used to have with running the whole business.
Yeah.
You take the rest of the headache.
He's asking me stuff like, how much did you bid that one for? And I was like, oh, $2,000. He's like, I would have done it for $600. And I'm like, that's why you don't have a business, buddy. Like you need to get some money out of it, right? So,
exactly.
Kyle, if you hear that, I love you. But like, it's just like one of those things. Like, you know, he's a great hire, and like he's such an easygoing guy, and his problem is he wants to say yes to everything. Yeah. So it's kind of like, okay, let's bring you in. You don't have to do everything. Let's just do the stuff that you're really good at.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then our third hire was his cousin, Kyle's cousin. Okay. I needed some help, like just on the weekend for a job out in Parker that we were going to go do. And he
Parker, where is that?
Like Vegas almost. Like it's Lake Havasu pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a canopy for a fuel canopy. We'd never done one before. So I bid it. Way underbid it, but at least we have the experience. And so anyways, he came out and he was just like a monkey, dude, like afraid of nothing. Was just like climbing through the fuel canopy. And I'm like, dude, I can't, like, I'm staying on the ground. Like, you're nuts.
Doing great. Keep going.
And he was just like having a blast up there and like super just great attitude. Yeah. And so when I needed another guy, I was like, dude, you want to come on full time? And he was like, oh yeah, that'd be kind of fun. It was like, and that was 2 months ago, and he's been great. You know?
Let's go, dude.
And then, funny story, in the last hire, her name's Kinsey, is my wife's best friend.
Let's go.
So like, and they're best friends. This is such a weird story. So sorry for going on a tangent, but my dad passed away September 3rd of 2021. We flew back up to Boise that morning. Like it was a freak accident. So we had to fly up there real quick. She was up on the plane. Kinsey was. Wow. We had never met her. And she complimented us on how awesome our kids were on the flight. And so her and my wife exchanged numbers, and we've been friends ever since.
Wow. So 2021.
Super weird. So yeah, we ended up like going to Hawaii with her and her husband like shortly after we met them. It was interesting. But
wow, so you trust pretty easily.
Dude, we trust real easy. It's like my wife with today. She's like, so how do you know these guys? I'm like, oh, I don't. She was like, well, what are you doing? And I was like, I think it's a podcast, but we'll see once we get there. And she's like, what the hell? What is going on?
You're like, don't judge me. I know what your best friend is.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, Kinsey came on. We asked her to start like helping with meta leads like 6 weeks ago.
Very cool.
And then it was maybe more than 6 weeks ago, maybe 8 weeks ago. And then she's doing a really good job just handling all of meta coming in. And like we were getting 25, 30 leads a day. She was handling it like a boss.
That's awesome.
And
calling or just managing the campaigns?
Everything.
Yeah.
Like, so I told her I want nothing to do with anything coming in through Meta.
Yep.
And I want the jobs to be scheduled on my guy's schedule. And within 3 days, I trained her how to do it. And she was just like, hit the ground running, doing awesome on 25 or 30 leads a day.
Let's go.
So it was like from the time they were coming in, from the time that my guy completed and collected the cash, I had no idea about it. And I loved it.
That is incredible.
It was so great.
Wow.
So I was like, hey, do you want like a full-time job? I know you're kind of in between stuff. And she was like, yeah. Let me give my current employer 2 weeks. And so she just started full-time this last Monday.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, we love it, man.
That's so exciting, man.
So like I haven't really changed how I'm hiring people because it's really just kind of word of mouth. And I feel like that's how you get good people in, is just other people vouching for them, you know?
It is, man. It really is. We, because I just feel like there's something to be said for hiring friends and family. You definitely have to be careful.
Sure.
We've had a handful of scenarios where that rings true.
Yeah, it can be hard.
However, if you know them really well, you know their work ethic and they like express the interest to, do what you're doing and be a part of what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's a great time. And I've even known like this building, the guys that do recruiting here.
Yeah.
In the recruiting that we do, it's not as much finding people that but internally the hires that they make is all about who in the exact same way. So it's like, can you really scale that? Just like with getting clients, like you're running meta ads to cold traffic that's never heard, seen you, known you before. Right. And that can work really well. But internally, it's a little different story.
I feel like networking it's a secret that's not a secret, but nobody really takes advantage of it.
Yeah.
I have a story. Do I have time for another story?
Yeah,
I'm gonna just blow you up with stories.
Do it, bro. Okay. Do it.
But I have
about 20 minutes here, so we're good.
I have a friend of mine that I went to lunch with that I used to work with at Caretaker, and so we went to lunch with this guy that owned a security company here in town. Very well-connected guy, and I knew that going into the lunch. And there's no purpose to the lunch other than just for me to meet this guy. His name's Chris.
It's a good purpose.
Great. Yeah. So I enjoy the lunch, and whenever I meet somebody that like I know is more well-connected than I am, I always ask him, I'm like, who do you know that I should know? It's a John Maxwell question.
I was going to say that.
Hey.
Yeah, it's John Maxwell.
Yeah.
And so I always ask him, like, who do you know that I should know? Well, the guy, most people give you a BS answer.
Yeah.
Like, man, you should really know Jesus, or like, you should know my wife. She's really great. Like cool, but like, that's not what I was going for.
Yeah.
He was like, dude, I don't want to give you a crappy answer. I want to give you like a real answer.
Yeah.
So can you give me a little bit? I was like, yeah, like absolutely.
Are you kidding me?
No, give me an answer right now. So like 2 weeks later, randomly, I get this text from Chris. Mind you, I have only met him at lunch. That's it. That's all I know.
Wow.
And he says, "Hey, I'm on vacation down here in Belize." I said, "That sounds amazing." He said, "I ran into a guy, and I was telling him about your pest control company. He also lives in Phoenix, and he said he'd have lunch with you." And I was like, "Well, who's this guy?" He's like, "Do you know like Blue Origin?" I was like the rocket ship company? Like Jeff Bezos, Blue Origin? And he said, yeah, he's the CEO. I was like, what? Like Jeff Bezos? He's like, no, like the guy underneath Jeff Bezos running Blue Origin. His name's Robert Smith. I was like, it sounds like a very generic name. Are you BSing me? And he's like, no. He
immediately goes to LinkedIn and searches all Robert Smiths.
I did. And I'm like, yeah, tell me when and where I'll buy this guy lunch.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, I'm having lunch with Chris and the CEO of Blue Origin for no reason.
Tell me you went to Joe's Barbecue.
No, dude, we went to some fancy Biltmore restaurant that I paid for, and I'm like, I'm the brokest guy here. But so I got to learn like what it was like working for Jeff Bezos. He was the CEO for 7 years.
That's
he
crazy.
just stepped down, and moved back down from Seattle, moved down here.
Wow.
And I'm just like nobody gets to have these conversations if you don't ask the question.
Yeah.
You know? And
Seriously.
I think that's the power of networking. And so many people are like, well, what did you get out of that conversation? And like, no, I didn't get his pest control business, but like I got to sit down with the CEO of Blue Origin for an hour, and it cost me what, $75 lunch? That's amazing. You know?
So cool, dude.
So
Man.
I think people undervalue that. Or they don't take advantage of that as often as they should.
Are you part of BNI groups or anything like that?
I'm not. I've visited a couple. I think for BNI groups to really work for service-based businesses, there has to be a lot of other service-based businesses in them. And a lot of those that have like roofers, AC guys, electricians, stuff like that are a large group, they have pest control already. So we're kind of waiting for our spot to come open.
Yeah.
But I'm part of a lot of different networking groups. I run my own mastermind for pest control owners.
Hey,
I run a mastermind for blue collar business owners.
Very
and
cool.
then there's 6 or 7 different organizations I'm a part of within the commercial real estate realm. So
very cool.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Is that all online communities or local communities?
Local.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, it's all local.
Wow. Why'd you choose to go the local route?
I Well, that's where I'm building my business is local.
Right.
You know, so like
Right.
I don't really service anybody outside of Arizona. So,
Right, I see, yeah.
and then like even with my podcast, I don't do Zoom podcasts because I just this is why I exist is for like the
podcast. Boo.
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather do it in person. And
Hell
so,
yeah.
anyways, I'd rather be
Yeah.
in person talking to people.
Dude, there's so much value to in person. It's just like, if you think about traveling, it's like traveling is literally, it's all about location.
Yeah.
And it's some people's entire life hobbies.
Yeah.
So why would, because we have 3 different business types, right? We have local businesses, which are like local appointment-based businesses. We have global appointment-based businesses, and then we have e-com businesses.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the 3 options that you've got. And e-com, there's not too much like personality to it. Like you're not going to call people. You shouldn't be calling people. You run ads for products, and there's no faces really involved.
Yeah.
And you need a massive amount of upfront capital, warehouse space, third party. It's a whole thing.
Sure.
That's why most people don't start them, and the ones that do, it's a t-shirt company that goes under in 2 months.
Yeah.
Not to hate on our e-com brands, but it's just not something that's typically. It's not like if you are really bad at talking to people, consider that option.
Sure.
But if you're not, actually, to be honest, even if you're bad at talking to people, you should probably learn the art of talking to people.
It's one of the best things you can learn in your life.
It is. And the networking side of things, like that's the exact same concept of having like intentional conversations. So it's you are 7 relationships away from every relationship on earth.
Yeah. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah. Like you were 2 away from Jeff Bezos.
Oh, it's the fact that like there was a phone on the table that I know had Bezos' cell phone number. I was like, that's crazy.
Dude, that is crazy. Networking is so much fun. And I feel like too, if you like learn it, you start to love it, you just do it enough, things like that will come up.
Yeah.
And being a part of like Tony Robbins groups or John Maxwell groups or different things like that, you just never know who's going to come across your table, I guess.
When I like being a connector, like one of the biggest compliments you can give me is saying, hey man, you know everybody. Do you got like a good plumber?
Dude.
I want to be that guy that's like,
so cool.
Yeah, do I? Like you,
you know? We have a list.
We have a list
start
of
the
good,
A's or the
good
B's
plumber.
here.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, actually, I agree with that completely. Like since we started doing this, that was never the initial, focus is to be the connector, but we've kind of become that. Like at this point, if we want anything done in our house, we have a couple people we can recommend.
Yeah.
And we can recommend it to other people for Arizona entrepreneurs.
Doesn't that just make you smile? Like when people are like, hey man, thanks for that connection. Like they totally
100%.
rocked. You're like, yeah, they did.
Dude,
sweet.
100%. You did
great.
nothing but just
Like I pre-vetted them.
I made sure they were going to work just for you. You know?
Yeah, it's like a matchmaker. It's the greatest thing ever, bro. Finding the connections.
Yeah.
We're still waiting on this matchmaker, my best friend, to hook a brother up. About to have a baby, and I'm a single boy over here.
Yeah. Oh man.
But that's so cool, dude. Yeah, I feel like also, especially with service-based businesses, it's just one of those things that they're proven industries.
Yeah.
Everyone will absolutely need one. It ain't necessarily sexy, but it gets the job done, and it's scalable, it's manageable.
Yeah.
And the value proposition is that it's local. And that's what's different about those other business types is you've got like global appointments. We're a global appointment-based business. We have clients in other countries, and I've had clients in Japan and Australia and different places, and we have clients that are right down the road. And so you just never know who you might have. But it's a different thing, building that relationship online, like through a Zoom screen.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many little things that you can pick up when you're in person versus like you don't have that opportunity necessarily on Zoom, and you definitely don't have it over a phone call. So
yeah,
I think it's great.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the we're going to do the anti-pitch.
Yep.
So if you could talk a little bit to the avatar that is the person who it's like, man, if you fit this group of attributes, you should not hit us up ever.
Yeah.
You do not fit the bill.
Yeah. If you need to know every single detail, if you have to be there when we're completing our work.
That's the thing. We were talking about it this morning.
If the difference between $95 and $97 actually means something to you, right? Like if a $2 thing is going to blow up your world.
Yeah.
If the specifics, if how we get there is more important than what the result was, you're not my customer. Like I'm going to fix the result. Like I'm going to give you the result you want.
Yeah.
But if I take you the long way around or the short way around or the bumpy road or the smooth road, I don't want you to care about that. I just like, we're going to get you the result that you want.
Yeah.
So if you care more about the process than the result, you're not our customer. And if you're just like, if I don't want to be your friend by the end of our interaction, you're not for me.
Dude.
At all.
Could not agree more. Yeah, because there's some businesses that, and I've worked for these businesses before, that they say every single person's money is just as green. And I don't agree with that, man. Like, I will turn people down if I don't enjoy working with you.
Yeah. I mean, their cash spends the same,
right?
But what I had to do to get that cash just sucks the soul out of me.
And even worse is your incredible hires that have to deal with that client afterwards.
Yeah.
And I don't put my people through that.
I can deal with anybody.
Yep.
So if I'm getting peeved or ticked off, I know my people are too, you know?
Dude, exactly. And a good hire is worth way more than the little bit of money you get from one single customer.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. That's so good. That's the exact kind of person you do not want to work with. And it makes a lot of sense too in the whole sense of like the whole micromanaging thing. We tend to talk about that a decent amount.
I'm sure, yeah.
With service-based businesses, there's just a lot of people who are like, tell me the process, show me how. And it's like, why? Like when, I get my diesel work done, I don't care what goes on under the hood.
Right.
You're the pro.
Right.
I don't know a thing about an engine.
I might have like a general curiosity about how things are getting done. My wife will tell you because I'm just autistic, and that's why. Like,
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, I know, right? So, but like it's just my general curiosity.
Yeah,
I don't actually care how you're doing the job.
Right.
Yeah. And if you're gonna stand there over my technician while we're trying to treat your house for termites, to make sure every inch is trenched or drilled or
protected,
you hired us because we're the experts.
Yeah.
Let us be the experts.
Exactly.
If you knew how to do this, you'd be doing it yourself, and you called us.
Yep.
So,
and it's a trust thing too, I think, is what it is, because we talk about this all the time. I remember we bought a truck way back when we first moved to Phoenix. Noah bought a truck, and we drove up to the house, private party, and the guy came out the door and he said, "Oh, hey, you're here for the truck? Cool. Here's the keys." Throws them across the yard. He says, "I gotta watch my kids. I'll be right back in 2 minutes."
Yeah.
And I knew from that moment he was completely sold on the truck.
Yeah.
It was over. Didn't even look at the truck.
100%.
Just completely sold.
100%. Yeah. No, so I've bought a lot of vehicles this last year. The vehicles that I did not buy are the guys that were like, the opposite of what you just explained.
Yep. Let's go on a test drive together.
Yeah. Can I hold on to your license?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Really,
how am I
bro?
supposed to drive this without my license?
Bro, it's so true. And it's like, what are they going to do? Steal the vehicle that's registered to you? And you're at their house?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't understand it. I was like, I'm very trusting.
Yeah.
Like, for a long time, my very first employee was just me and him. I guess I had left a few $100s in the center console, and like every day he would tell me about it. He was like, "Hey, I just want to let you know, like, there's like $350 in the center console." I was like, "All right, sounds good." And then like one day after like a week of this, he brought it to me, and he was like, "I don't know what you're planning on doing with it, or if this is a test, but like you need to hold on to this." And I was like, "I just didn't have a need for it, dude. Like, I was in a safe spot there, right?"
bro, that's so funny.
Yeah.
I just had a new cleaning lady come by. And it was a referral from our assistant, actually. So it was like, kind of knew her, but like, also didn't know her from Adam. I think I had like $1,000 in cash sitting on my desk.
Right.
And just, it's fine. I'm still there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it tends to be that. It's like Noah's a perfect example. He refuses to lock his doors.
Oh yeah,
He could be parking in downtown Phoenix at a concert.
you and my wife would be friends.
Bro, it's totally thing, because if you look at if they're going to break in, you're going to have a broken window and you're going to also have stolen shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
So just don't lock your doors.
Yeah.
And don't leave valuable shit inside of it.
So my
Be
wife's
smart.
my wife's a little further than that. She drives a Mercedes Sprinter, so it sits up high. She doesn't lock her doors and just puts her wallet above. So you can't really see it. But I'm like, hey, you should at least not have the wallet in there or lock the doors. One of the two.
Leaves everything out there, man. She
Oh.
probably leaves her passport and her birth certificate in there
everything,
too.
dude. It's
You drive a
nuts.
Sprinter for all his kids?
Yeah, once you get to 4 kids, man, it's hard to get to them when they're in
guess
car
so,
seats. Because we 3 of them are in car seats of some sort.
Oh yeah, that
So,
checks out. Yeah.
We had a Sienna, and then my wife had a Sprinter on her dream board for 2 years. And then we went to the Mercedes Gilbert, and she's like, I just want to test drive one. I was like, yeah, sure you do. Okay. And we left with one, and just.
Too late.
Yeah. But it's nice. It's a 12-passenger.
Dang.
I mean, the whole back has its own AC unit that's diesel generated.
Actually?
Yeah. So, it's 2 separate AC units. It's all, black leather, so she doesn't actually go in and vacuum it. She takes a leaf blower and just blows out all the crumbs and stuff.
Dude,
it's so great.
That is actually insane.
And
I
then,
see why they think you're LDS.
Oh yeah. Well, and then usually I have a black polo with a white undershirt, and my buddy was like, "You got 4 kids, you're wearing the garments." I'm like, "I'm not wearing garments. What are you talking about?" He's like, "The white undershirt." I'm like, "It's a white undershirt. That's all it is."
It's pretty normal.
Don't want to
Sprinter van?
show you my nipples, dude. So, but yeah, we have the Sprinter van, and the nice thing too is you can stand up in it. It's the high top.
Oh, let's
So you
go.
I'm
dude.
6 foot. You can stand right through
You
it.
could camp in that thing.
You could, yeah.
That's crazy.
So it's great. We're gonna take it up. We're gonna drive it up to Boise in May. Really put it to the test.
Hey, let's go, dude. That's a massive upgrade.
Yeah,
from a minivan.
way better. Way better.
It's a rite of passage too, because I don't know. I've seen a couple minivans that, I'll be honest, they're a little impressive these days.
They're spaceships, dude.
Yeah.
They're the most comfortable, and they have the most storage because kids have so much crap. I don't know why.
True. They got they have fridges in them now.
Mm-hmm. It's
and
nuts.
TVs on every
Just need a
headrest.
kegerator. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff you can do with vans. It's so
crazy.
nuts.
Yeah. I don't know. I got in a diesel game not too long ago, and if you want a good place to dump a lot of money,
Yeah.
diesel's the move.
My Sprinter's a diesel.
It is a diesel.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, I don't know. It's my first ever diesel, and
Is
I
it?
was like, I am pretty sure DEF fluid is 100% water. And then I look it up, and I'm like, 99.7, pretty dang
Oh,
close.
and the rest is ammonia.
Oh my
which
gosh,
is basically
man.
nothing.
I get so pissed every time I have to put
Dude,
DEF in.
I know.
I heard that they're
It's
getting rid of that,
crazy.
though.
I heard the same thing too. Yeah. Supposedly the bill. So what it is it's the 2027 vehicles.
Here's the flare up.
If
Tism flare.
I'll take it. We're all a little on the
I
spectrum
love
here. So the most recent vehicles, if the DEF happens to run out, they no longer require the manufacturers to stop the vehicle
Oh.
in the event. So supposedly you can drive 500 miles before it says you need to change your DEF fluid, supposedly, which means people just keep resetting that
Yeah.
and never fill their DEF ever again.
100%.
Whereas now I think your vehicle goes into limp mode or something like that.
I don't know. I'm not that ballsy to try it.
I know.
I just keep
refill it.
buying them. It's so stupid. The problem is it's my wife's vehicle, so I'm not leaving her stranded somewhere. So I'll just keep obeying the law.
Yep, exactly. As
Until
we
you,
all
until
will.
you grow enough to, get a delete.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've seen the
It's
delete
a diet.
stuff.
It's called a diet, okay? It
Yeah.
just lost a few pounds and an
Yeah.
entire exhaust system.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's crazy. It's definitely a community, though, the diesel community. I follow, a couple of diesel boys on some Facebook groups, and those boys band together, bro.
Oh,
It's
I'm
pretty
sure.
crazy. Just got a new diesel mechanic out in AJ, and, dude, they had it in and out. They were on a tight ship.
Yeah?
Yeah, and actually, a friend of ours works for Bulletproof Diesel. Have you heard of them
Mm-mm.
up in Mesa?
No.
They designed one of the most efficient, EGR coolers the whole world pretty much uses. They all replace
Dang.
on their F-250s and everything. It's some specialized design. They make it right here in Mesa, actually.
That's cool.
Yeah, they have a tank at their facility. and like every Friday or something, they like drive it out, and you can like if you're there on a Friday, you might be able to drive a diesel tank. So
that would be a blast.
Yeah, that's enough for me to buy an EGR. For
yeah, exactly, exactly. I love it.
Yeah, we're working on our tank, but we'll see.
Dude, that's so fun. That's one thing I've never been able to like get into is mechanics.
Yeah,
I don't work that way. I'm a business guy, man. I love business. Throw me into a spreadsheet for a couple hours. Like, I'll have fun.
You're
like,
a freak in the sheets, you're saying?
I'm a freak in the sheets. That's right. Yeah. Excel
Are you
sheets.
messing around with the Claude stuff these days?
No, not right now. I want to. I just, honestly, like this last, let's call it 8 to 10 months has just been business, man. Like just not even being able to take care of like the important but not urgent stuff. It's just like all urgent stuff for 10 months. Haven't even been able to pay attention to anything else.
Dude, relatable. I feel like that whole importance to urgency scale is it's kind of a joke, when they teach you about that. It's like, oh, just pick what's important, not urgent. But it's like, well, what if everything's important and urgent?
Yeah, right. That's
then
how
I just
feel.
clock in at 8 a.m. and clock out at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
That's what that looks like.
My wife went to Georgia 2 weeks ago, and I was like, why don't you take the kids, go to Georgia, visit the in-laws? And it was an impromptu trip. Like, from the time we decided she was going to when she left was like 11 hours. So she went for a week, and I had this list of like everything I was going to get done. Bullcrap, dude. It was just like fires the entire week. I was like, well, that list is crap.
Completely gone.
Yeah, like not going to get anything done off of it.
Well, now that you've got kind of a tech behind-the-scenes admin operations person, that's pretty exciting. It's cool to have someone do.
I think once we get her like up and running fully, where like stuff is coming in, she can just handle it. It's going to be so great. Like I'm actually going to be able to focus more on sales and then focus more on like the behind-the-scenes SOPs, procedures, all that stuff.
Yeah, as you should, man. That's
Josh's
so cool.
favorite word, SOP.
Oh yeah. Not gonna lie, got a little excited about that. SOPs are the move, man. We have kind of an interesting structure to our team because we've got we like to stack them tall, I guess.
Okay.
We've got an operations director, an operations manager, and then we've got an assistant for the manager, essentially. Okay. And it's really more of managing clients' campaigns and things like that.
Sure.
And our director tends to build a handful of things. And then we have an assistant as well who helps out with all the scheduling and, all the things that our autistic business brains don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
And she loves it, and she's great.
Yeah.
But it's really cool to have like a high functioning team. I think there's few things that brings me more joy than like equipping my team to do their job well.
Yeah.
Like that, knowing you did something towards that mission, putting your head on your pillow at night, man, that I could sleep every night for the rest of my life just doing that.
Bingo, dude. Like I failed at that yesterday. Like everything. So I had 4 people on payroll yesterday. We got 3 jobs completed that amounted to like $300 in revenue. Yeah. And it was my fault, right? Like everything was my fault, but it just cascaded downhill. So I can't agree with you more that like when you can create a really good process or system where your employees follow it and like their day is a success because of what you created. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Dude. But the opposite also rings true. Yep. And then you can feel like crap about it like I did yesterday.
Yep. We still sleep at night though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you use we'll wrap it up here in just a bit, but the nerd in me is coming out again. You use House Call Pro?
No, so I use Gorilla Desk.
Okay.
It is a pest control specific CRM, and then we are starting to integrate High Level with it.
Yeah, so, nice. It's cool. Dude, High Level, it's a love and hate relationship. We've been
mostly hate.
Yep. He knows the game.
Yeah.
Dude, it was I was explaining this to my cousin last night because he runs a pretty big team down in South America.
Yeah.
A team of VAs that service a whole bunch of different companies, development and stuff like that. We've got a whole office going on down there, and they do a handful of things. VAs like primarily use High Level.
Yeah,
he hadn't heard of it before, or I think you have, but it's just not quite as much.
Yeah.
But dude, I tried to explain it like if you were to say it in one sentence, how would you explain High Level? And what I said is, it does absolutely everything really okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just that.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. When I first got into it, I was just like, what do you mean an agency? Like agency view? Like it's just Ultimate Pest View. What are we talking about? And like, there's so much that it can do. And I haven't even gotten into the like actually doing it. Yeah. I've just seen High Level work for so many friends of mine, and drip campaigns and
Yep.
having all sorts of stuff that's working. Like I got one guy that runs a artificial turf cleaning company, Dino Turf. Shout out to Anthony. He is
Hey, I know that guy.
yeah, perfect. So he's one of the largest turf cleaning companies here in Arizona, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I have a few thousand people on my list, and we're just texting 100 people a day, and we're booking out like weeks in advance because of just that text." I was
Let's go.
That's so nice.
Dude, I love that. Have you got into go backs campaigns?
Not yet, man.
You're kidding me.
I like when I say like it's fires versus fires versus fires, it's nothing. Like I have not been able to do anything with any of it.
Dude. Well, at least you're on that Google review game because, dude, the go backs campaigns, it is the first thing that we always do because at the end of the day, like, especially if you're running meta leads, you've ran them, you've probably called them 14 times as they came in, but then it went cold and the lead's dead. And who knows where they were? Maybe they were at some vacation in Lake Powell and they're not going to pick up your phone call.
Sure.
They opted in on a Facebook ad that night. But they might this week when they come back, or they might a month later when they still need a pest control service.
Yeah.
And go backs, man, like rings true. We just had our boy EJ, who's a cold caller, hitting us up, and he said go backs is the money list, dude. That's
taking your list of leads that have opted in at some point in time. You never were able to get a hold of them, and then just reaching out to them, after the initial honeymoon stage.
And the texting works really well, but man, calling is where it's at.
Is it? Yeah.
Calling is where it's at. Because it's like, if they get a text for it, like they might opt in. Yeah. And you'll get those anyways if you run a text. It's easy.
Yeah.
Type it up, automate it, boom, sends out to 100 to 1,000 people, whatever you want. But if you can sit down every single day, we call this our power hour. So for business owners, if you can sit down and completely clear your desk of all the noise and fires that are actively burning in your peripheral.
Yeah.
And stare at your screen and hit dial to 10 people every single day from a go backs list. I'd be shocked if you didn't book 1 to 3 every single week from a go backs list.
I believe that.
It's definitely the lowest hanging fruit. Now, once you've obviously like leveraged that list and use it a decent amount, then it's time to move on to meta and things like that where you can scale sustainably over time. Yeah. But still keeping that in place. It's an easy thing to forget to do a lot of times.
We've had really good success with meta with weed control. Not so much pest control. And I think our cost of acquisition is a lot lower with weed control. We got our cost of acquisition to about $30 for a weed control client, and then pest control is about $150 to $200 on Meta, just because it's so much more competitive. Yeah. So what we've been doing is we've been taking our weed control clients and then saying, "Hey, why didn't your pest guy do this weed control service for you?" "Oh, well, he doesn't offer that service." "Well, he does now. You just need to sign here."
Let's go.
And we've been able to close a lot of them and get them converted over into pest control.
That would be home services consolidation, pretty much. Yeah. I love that, man.
And we offer so many different lines. Yeah. Like we have general pest, weed control, pigeons, rodents, termites, bed bugs, and everything in between. That and termites is a big one. So like, if we can get them in on weed control, bring them in as a pest control client, they'll eventually need termite control from us. And then, you're starting to pull from different things. Way more valuable.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's the introductory. It's whatever can get them in the door the easiest for the lowest cost per lead, because to market to your existing list of clients or leads is a whole lot easier.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. Dude, I love that. We have a similar model. Websites is like an intro. Anybody can go out and get a website, build a free Wix website. Right. They'll do it wrong in a number of ways. But anyone can go out there and do it. But by having like an intro to a website, then ads, then the next step of maybe AI phone calling when you have a team of 10 or more. Yeah. And your go backs list is thousands of people a month. Then, other things make sense. But it doesn't make sense if because like your brand new customers, they're not going to sign up for your most expensive package. They don't even know you. Right. They don't even know if you're going to show up after they give you money.
Right. Yeah, 100%.
But once you have for 6 months, it's a whole nother conversation. Yeah. And then you get referrals in the neighborhood. Yeah. And that's the move. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool, man. I love to hear it. I love to hear, it's kind of unique too. How many pest control companies do you know of that also do weed control?
Well, I'm a little bit biased. I just taught a class to 90 pest control owners on how to do it.
Let's go.
So
why?
I was asked to speak.
I mean, more of like, if they're all going to compete with you, why would you just give away your secrets? You know?
There's no reason not to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
Saying someone has abundance mindset.
well, I mean, like there's plenty of work out there for everybody.
Yeah.
Out of those 90 guys, I bet you 5 of them are really good at it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's implementation versus having the knowledge.
Yep.
Like you can have the knowledge all you want. I know how to get fit. I promise I do.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm not implementing, right? So they're not going to implement most of them,
Yep.
which is fine. But yeah, I think if you know how to do something, you should teach people how to do it, whether they pay you or not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Completely agree, dude. It's the whole Tesla gave away the blueprints to how to make electric cars when no one knew how to.
When your goal's not to have a company that makes electric cars, when your goal is to make life multiplanetary, and this is one step in how to do it, then you don't care about the patent.
Exactly.
Because you're not going to do it by just Tesla.
Yep.
You need Ford, you need Chevy, you need Toyota, you need them all to come on. So when you have a goal that's bigger than yourself, you don't have to worry about the patent.
Exactly.
I love that about what Elon's done.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, he's just
so admirable.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because it's also a breath of fresh air, man. Because there's just there's so many greedy business owners.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. There really are, where they're just like, I can't do that. Or the worst one is like, I don't want my employee to take over this piece of the business because maybe they'll rise up and be my competitor. It's like, go for it, man.
I hope they do.
Right?
Like, John Maxwell has such a great line with this. Like, well, I don't want to train my employees because they might take that knowledge and leave. Well, you know what's worse than that? Not training them and them deciding to stay. That sucks.
Straight up.
Like, you need them to be really competent.
Yeah. Oh, so true, man. And it's just the abundance mindset too, because it's like at the end of the day, business is just a game.
Yeah,
and
that's
we
all it
love
is.
playing it.
Oh, it's great.
We took time out of our day on a Saturday to come here and
yeah.
shoot the shit about the businesses
This
that
is
we
fun.
run. It's so much fun, and it is a fun game because it's literally the game of it's the game of humans.
Yeah.
If we didn't have business, like business is the excuse for people to come together.
Yeah.
It's how people make friends. Most people's friends are made at their work.
Yeah.
From people like us hiring them.
Right.
Or they make friends in the nail salon, or they make friends like at the gym, which is a business that we all go to. It's just, I don't know. People that don't understand business, it's hard to spend time around them.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this too, of like, as you kind of grow up and you develop your own hobbies and things like that, and the different friend groups you go to, you naturally just gravitate towards the people who are like you, obviously.
Yeah.
Which in our scenario is all business owners.
Well, they're going through the same life stuff that you are. You know, their wife and your wife both understand what it is that, you know, maybe you aren't there for dinner sometimes.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Some of my best friends, one of my best friends is a direct competitor of mine. I mean, he owns one of the largest bird control companies here in the valley. And that like the exact client that he's going after, I'm going after as competition.
Yeah.
And he's one of my favorite people to golf with. I can call him up and be like, dude, I don't have enough bird netting for this job. And he's like, hey, the code to my shop is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's, you know where it's at, man. Just take a bag and no, you don't owe me anything.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's one of my best friends.
That's so cool.
And like, that's how it should be. Like,
Yeah.
like you're so arrogant to think that like you have all the answers and like you got to hold that in to yourself.
Yeah.
So small-minded too.
It is, man. It's just such a breath of fresh air to have that mindset and have other people doing that.
I wish more people were like that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of guys. Like, that's why we went through a name change.
Oh,
We were Crown Lawn and Pest, and there was a Crown Commercial Pest, and there was a Crown Pest. And one of those guys, I'll let you guess what one of the two, but was just like, yeah, I get your customers calling me all the time. I tell them to F off. And I was like, oh, that's not good. Could you not? And he was just like, no, I have no reason to like you. Have a good day. All right. Well, I guess we're switching names. I don't want that, you know?
So he gets Christmas cards every year, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. So,
That is crazy.
you know, I don't know. There's no reason to be a jerk about stuff. You just need to
Yep.
Love people, man.
And it makes sense, man, why you're doing everything local. Because, like, you could help out pest control owners in other states if you wanted to. You could help them out in other countries.
Yeah.
But you have that, like, that desire to want to do local, to connect with more people locally. And that's the shift we've really made in the last, like, year, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because, honestly, it's just way more fun.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you know, now if you see an Ultimate Pest truck, there's 4 of them running around the valley. You know that.
Yep.
You're like, I know Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's a, you know,
100%.
he's a Santan Valley guy. Like I know him, you know, versus like you never see the New Jersey guys because they're not here, you know, like,
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yep.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Are you guys growing, moving, shaking, making big things happen?
Yeah. We've 4 people in the team now. We have kind of 2 ideal clients. There's like the very, very all-encompassing, we do all of the marketing for them.
Yep.
High ticket client. And then we have like the other end of the spectrum where it's like they need a website for $10 a month hosting costs. Yeah. Which is like your freaking mom has a knitting business and we could build a website for her in half an hour with my team kind of thing.
That's so funny.
And there are some in the middle too that are kind of climbing those ranks as they're growing their business. But yeah, we've been in business about 3 we've been in partnership for the last year now.
Okay. Heck yeah.
And so that's when we've really actually built the team. And I've been very fortunate to have helped hundreds of clients before, and some of them actually making the Inc. 5000 list.
Oh, that's amazing.
We made it in 2024. I made it in 2025. And then Noah came on in 2025 to join the team.
That's great.
He's the actual talker. I'm just the nerd behind the screen.
Yeah.
So he builds all the shit.
That's okay. That's okay. I love it.
Yeah. So that's a good time. But that was fun. I love it. I love networking with other networkers who have connections in town and have the right people. And I have a feeling that I hope someday I will know someone who needs to know you.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Well, thanks for having me on, guys.
Indeed. That is a wrap.
Perfect.